boys and girls, welcome back to a new week. It's good to see you again. Guess what? Last week was the letter V, and that was the last letter. We did C all the way to V. We're done. If we're at school, we do the happy dance because we are done with all the letters. So if you're in the living room right now, you should dance. Okay? This week, we're going to start our learning by learning through baseball. Okay, this is a baseball. I borrowed it from Ryan. I got my baseball shirt on. Now, even though we can't see baseball games on TV right now or go to them, someday baseball will be back. Okay, we know it will come back eventually, and we'll get to see games, and maybe someone will play games and watch them on TV. So we'll keep cheering for those Reds and get ready for them to come back. All right, so our learning this week is going to be through baseball. Okay, this is a baseball that I took from Ryan. It's hard. Has stitching on it. You might have a baseball at your house. If you do, you're going to use it for this. If you don't have a baseball at your house, it's okay. You can look at a picture of a baseball on the computer. You can type in baseball and see what they look like. And you can use any other ball for activity. So before we start, I want to show you this book. This is a sports book. And Peyton sees something outside. I hope she doesn't bark. Oh boy, she's not ready for this week to begin. All right, so this book is a Sports Illustrated Kids book. I see a photograph on the front already. So I have a feeling that this book might be a nonfiction book. When I open it up, I see a lot of photographs. This book has all real information, which means it's nonfiction. Okay, I turn to this part about the baseball. It has a big picture of a baseball on it here. And what it does is, it's a cool book. If I open it up, turn this page, it shows me what it will look like if they cut a baseball open in half and what would be inside of it. So this is an actual photograph of what's inside a baseball. Not only do I see it's an actual photograph, I also see labeling all over. This tells me another clue that it is a nonfiction book. Okay? Is this going to have a beginning, middle, and end to it, and some action to it? No. This is going to have real facts in it. That's how we know it's nonfiction. Okay? 2 types of literature. All right, so let's read what it labels in here. If you open the baseball and slice it in half, it says that it has winding in it. String is all wound up very, very, very tight all around this outside. Then there's a layer of a rubber band. This red part is a rubber band inside the ball. And then there's the center of the ball is surrounded by 2 layers of rubber, one black and one red. This section is called the pill. So they call this the pill. It's a rubber material. And the heart of the baseball, meaning the center of it, there's a core of the baseball. It's a small ball made from cork and rubber. There's a ball with rubber around it, and then lots and lots of twine, all strung really, 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 really tight with leather around the outside of it. That's what's inside a baseball. Now, I don't expect you to remember all the parts of the baseball, but I do want you to see that you can find books that have information that shows you those things through pictures and labels and photographs. Okay? I love how this book takes a real ball and shows it in half, what it will look like. Okay, great source of information, nonfiction book. All right, okay, so let's talk about this baseball. First of all, what 3-dimensional shape is this? If you said sphere, you are correct. Okay, a sphere. How many curved edges do we have? Well, it's all curved edges, isn't it? How many flat surfaces does it have? I hope you're saying 0. There's no flat surfaces. How many vertices does it have? I hope you're saying 0 because there's no vertices on this. It's all curved surfaces. All right, we're going to take this sphere that is a baseball today, and we're going to use it to talk about weighing. We've talked about things that are shorter and taller. We've talked about things that are longer. We've talked about things that how much something can hold, the capacity. So today we're going to talk about weights. Now, we've done some weighing already in school this year. We used our balance scale when we weighed. And we will put something in one side, and sometimes we use cubes or tiles or all different kinds of things. And we would put it in until we got our scale to balance. We want to see how much this piece weighed, okay, on our balance scale. We're going to do some weighing, but not with our scale this time. Our scale is going to be our arms, okay, how something feels. So we're going to take this baseball, and you're going to compare how it feels if things are lighter or heavier. So I'm going to go look for some things in my house, and I want to see if they are lighter than the baseball or heavier than the baseball. Your arms are going to become your balance scale as we compare these two things. All right, so I collected a mitten. I collected some hand sanitizer. I'm guessing everybody's got this going on in their house right now. Using a lot of that, keeping our hands clean. That's important right now. I got a candle, a very pretty candle, an apple, a jar of taco sauce, and a water bottle. You're supposed to get 10 things. I'm just going to show you with these. I'm going to take my ball, my baseball in one hand. Now, like I said before, if your family does not have a baseball, go use another ball that's about this size, okay, and use that as you're comparing. All right, so I'm going to pick up the mitten, and I'm going to put the ball in one hand and the mitten in one hand. Which item feels heavier? If I were a balance scale, my arms were, oh yes, the ball is heavier than the mitten. So now I'm going to write on here that the mitten was on the lighter side. I'm going to write the word mitten. You do not have to spell it perfectly, but you do need to listen to the beginning, the middle, and the ending sound. So if I'm writing I hear a T, mit-in. Hey, that sounds like the N chunk, I-N, mitten. I wrote the beginning, the middle, and the ending sound, for sure. Okay, now I'm gonna try my next thing. My hand sanitizer. Oh, this is bigger, so it might be heavier. As I feel them in my hands, I would say the hand sanitizer is heavier. You know why? Some people would say, well, it's taller. That's true. But also, there's a lot of stuff packed in here. So it makes it heavier or denser, as they would say. Okay? Heavier. So I'd write hand sanitizer down here. Hand sanitizer. Oh, that's a really hard word. Well, guess what a smart kid's going to do? They're going to look on the... You can look right here. I can copy it. Hand sanitizer or Purell. I can copy it right off here. That's what smart kids do. Okay? Don't make it harder. Use what's around you. Use your resources. All right, next thing. Oh, this candle's smaller. I'm guessing it won't be as heavy. Okay, oh, wait a minute. This candle definitely feels heavier. It's glass and it's got a candle packed in here. That makes it does feel heavier, even though it's almost the same size. Whatever's in here doesn't necessarily matter about the size. It's about what's inside of it that might weigh more. So this is denser or heavier. So I'm gonna write candle on the heavier side and dull. All right, and don't jam your words together. Use your space between them, okay? All right, now I'm gonna pick up this taco sauce. Oh, this is definitely heavier, the taco sauce. It's a brand new big jar. If this was empty, I wonder if it would be different. That's something we can think about. I like those kind of questions that challenge my brain. All right, so I'm gonna write down taco sauce on heavier. All right, whoa, I have a water jar here. There's nothing in it. It's definitely lighter. The ball is heavier, so I will write down water bottle. I wonder if I filled this up, if that would change it. Another question to think about. All right, my apple. Ooh, these are similar sizes. The apple. When I compare them, I think the apple's heavier. So I will write apple on heavier. Okay? All right, you're gonna do the same thing at your house, using your arms as your balance scale. Which things, 10 out of the 10 things, which things were lighter and which were heavier? There's no lines here, because I don't know how many light things you'll find and how many heavy things you'll find. But you should use spaces between your words. You should make your letters facing the right way. We've done all 26, so we know how to make them, okay? I want you to get busy this morning or whenever you're doing your work to concentrate. Get it done so you can get outside and play. Yesterday was bleh, yucky weather. Today looks good. So get your work done, concentrate on what you're doing, show your mom and dad how smart you are, and get on outside to play after you're done with your work. I love seeing the pictures of your work, and I always write back to you and let you know what I think about it. So do your best. I'm excited to see you another week. Have a great day, kindergarten.